Welcome back to the show, everybody. Kamen right down. Z.O. Episode number 11. Z.O. Parade 2018. Yo. I've got questions. Yes, indeed. Given an episode that rolls like that, of course I got questions. Some of these questions have been answered because I had to, sit for a second and get some things together before I sat down for the review. So I had a couple of moments to think of some of my own answers here. Let's start with this. Why would God Kota send OG Young Sogo back to the past? Why? Here's the thing that's also important. Even given that Sogo defeated another Gam and then met God Kota, which means as a god, Kota is affected by the alteration and normal passage of time. Also, it's seen his wife left him, so that's kind of sad. Doom, doom, da doom. Yo, hi bitch left you. But we are talking about the same woman who drove another man insane to get super grape arms and want to destroy his best friend over some pussy. Damn you, Mitchell's on aim. But anyway, so let me wipe my head. It's getting a little hot in here. Let me get that together. Okay, so here we are. God who ate fruit, not affected by passage of time. Okay. Even given that he isn't affected by the passage of time, someone else was. One Kaito Kumon, who we see later in this episode. So he doesn't get to be Lord Baron and then his whole squadron just take massive L's because Team Baron seemed to exist through all of this because I guess without big giant Mishima Zabatsu affecting you with dance troops, I don't know, fighting with mini monsters and trying to subjugate the world because Hellhound forces or whatever, and a DJ and a psycho who became I don't thinking about Gaim is hurting my head. Because then we gotta think about Ryoma who fucking became a Kikaider for a minute. It's like, which was actually canon to the show. There were multiple people who had apples before not God became Orange Man. Oh man, this is making my head is hurting. In a good way, cause Gaim is still my shit. I read something that I wrote about Gaim, about how it was going to unseat Double as my favorite writer show. Gaim was a great show, but nothing is like your real first. And it's like Double was my real first. I'm just like, yo, it is what it is. Gaim always a great place in my heart. But it's crazy to really think about that because Kota isn't Gaim anymore, all of the pain that everybody went through with how do I put this? The ginormous smattering of fucking L's that Gaim delivered on a constant basis to niggas. That, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I kind of wish the synagogue was preaching back then. I'm like, you know what? Me and Minister W gonna have to get together. We're gonna have to talk about possibly a special service about Gaim and these L's, kush. Like, I could go to the lab. I'm just like, I sit up here right now and think about the massive smattering amount of L's that were taken in Gaim. You could combine a couple of full rider show L's, put them in together, and you could match the level of L's Gaim with. People in Gaim just call L's for just standing around. Like, if you in Gaim, guess what? You gonna catch an L. Whether you catch an L through a show, a random movie, if they wrote your name on a piece of paper in the writing room, your ass gonna catch an L. And that's all people did in Gaim was catch L's. L's, catching L's. Amen. Regardless of such, we've got real other problems to really seek with other than two Sogos and God, right? Daisy. Well, where was And in that whole conversation, you had Hora, you had the boy Schwartzu. No Earl. He probably dealing with some other thing. He was just gone. But here's the thing that I appreciate about that whole scenario. Even through all of that, I appreciate and respect that boy Gage got some pride. Like, because see, after taking a ginormous motherfucking L like that, no bullshit. After taking the L upon L's, which this show will be measured upon, because damn it, Gage, you took an L. Well, that even in taking the L, he got pride to be enough. I'll do it myself. But at the same time, though, Hora and Schwartz brought up the legitimate point of the day. Nigga, you ain't no better than us, cuz. No better. We trying to change time to alter it for real. You just want to alter it a little bit. But because we do big things, you do semi-small things, it's the same thing. So won't we join forces? I really thought they were going to really do something where Hora was going to sit up here and start doing some things and sit up here and seduce the boy Gay-Z like, you should come join us. You should come join us, Time Boy. You can be Gay-Z for me. And it's like, okay. Still though, again, I gotta respect Gaze's gangster. I gotta respect that gangster for sticking to his guns. I don't really think this whole thing between him and Sogo is gonna really last, because you really need that right now, given the show we're talking about here. I appreciate that the show really took its time to really set this up. For Gage to run into alternate time Kaito, who at this point, because he probably didn't get, because given what I think when they showed the clip of Koda losing his powers, I don't think Kaito got the power of Baron yet. So banana arms. That was my favorite. Banana arms, electric sparking, things of that nature. But regardless, you still have a Kaito who hasn't gone through all the things that he's been through that changed him as a man, which set him on the path which, spoiler alert, led him to his ultimate demise. Pride is hardy before a fall, as the Bible says. Regardless, though, we talking about somebody who spent 5 years in the Helheim Forest because he was sent there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm surprised that through all the dance crews, Baron was the only one remained standing and we just chilling, we just dancing. I'm like, that dance was done. I was like, do. I'm so anxious. I'm so anxious. I make them dance. I make them dance. What? I make them dance. See, y'all know shit. So anxious. You meet me at 11:30. I love the way you're talking dirty. Said I'm so anxious. Girl, you're gonna keep this stalling. You know. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. Real talk. One of my favorite of all time is Genuine So Anxious, because Genuine at that time brought the dance break to music videos. Wasn't nobody doing dance breaks for real until Genuine brought it back in like 9-7. And then after So Anxious, everybody and their mama had a dance break in their video. Check the stats. Shout out to Genuine. He was like, I'm like, he did it like in that, what was that, what song was that? Because which one, I'm trying to think, which was the Genuine song where he had the broom? Let me see, hold on. I'm finna legitimately search for Genuine in this damn broom. Genuine broom. Took it so, took it so. Make them dance. I make them dance. What? Okay, hold up. I'm trying to find it because I'm trying to do it without like playing the video. Because as soon as somebody tell me what the damn song is, I'm gonna be like, damn, how the fuck? None of your, yeah, it ain't none of your friends' business. Ain't none of your friends' business. Gonna get the sex tonight. Gonna text ourselves and do it right. It ain't none of your friends' business. Ain't none of your friends' business. You see you with your friends. All I can say is damn. When I see you with your friends, I can't help myself but about to say it. Damn. I'm a clown. I'm clowning. I'm clowning. Let me not clown, right? Let Uncle Triple not clown. Let's talk about Zio. Like, if it ain't musical interludes, it's me trying to figure out what the hell Genuine doing in a damn music video. You don't get this nowhere else. I'm gonna say this live as a kite. I bet you when you watch nobody else review these Kamen Riders, they ain't talking about Genuine, they ain't talking about dance breaks. They just sitting there like, well, he rider kicked him, and you know he slashed him really hard, and yeah, Zio. Nah, it's real shit. You know, I've been bringing you the real for years. I sat up here on Throwback was telling y'all abridged stories on these Kamen Riders. Who do it better than me? The secret answer is no motherfucking body, but you knew that. This episode was crazy. Like, I'm sitting up here thinking about, like, yo, something I've been noticing. Like, ever since OG Young Sogo got Tato Ba, it's like now the armors are getting like more intense. Like now the orange comes from the sky, dog, and I'm just like, really? Like, and then it fell on his head. He was all turned upside down. Man, why doing this shit? Talking at the Twilight Chronicle. Oh, yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Some motherfucker get me the fuck out this damn orange. I'm just like, damn. I'm like, man, well, when this show put in the work. Regardless of all of that, though, it should really be interesting to see how this double Sogo thing is going to go. Because, see, now, one of these Sogos could become oh no, it's Overlord. Could be one of them guys. Who knows? Still could be Gay Z. That's still my bet. Like, it's gonna be the secret. It's Moon Juice. It's super old, like Moon Juice, like Katara from Korra and shit. Like, I was Omazeo the whole time, and it's just like, well, we are talking about a show where a woman metal bends her underwear on, so it's just kind of like, yo, A, I'm kind of turned on by that, and B, we probably shouldn't be talking about this. Tough Bay. Sorry. Anyway, where was I? Oh. No, stop that. No, not naughty thoughts about Tough Bay Farm. Stop it! Look. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, two Sogos, possibly one of them being Omazeo, maybe being Moon Juice. Yeah. Oh, the ending though. The ending. Alternate non-God Kota. Because we need to know what happens to you if you lose your powers, forget you were a thing, forget you took made her your goddess, and it was just like, I dumped that bitch because I'm God, I'll just create me a new hole, and it's just like, damn, Coda, you a motherfucking savage, nigga, and it's just like, you dumb bitch. No, seriously, you dumb, no. Never mind. Look, this is gonna get really good. I'm like, I got hope for this. It's like I always got hope, but it's like, given that Gaim is one of my favorites, and it's like, again, we joked around a little bit about the massive smattering amount of L's everybody in Gaim just caught. Like, you know, you know what? That's one L I won't talk about. That twist was so fucking ignorant. I remember, like, the look on my face as I'm watching this show, and that was the late twist, and it was just like, I straight did the weebay. I was just like, the fuck? That's how dumb Gaim is. God made me do that multiple times. Just sit up here this whole bunch of, I'm just like, really now? You don't fucking say. Son of a bitch. Yo, bro. I don't know how many times I watched Kamen did that. Multiple times. Like, here's a spoiler. Is Mitsuzane gonna betray your ass today? The answer is probably yeah, he probably gonna betray your ass. Because, oh boy. The less I talk about Mitsuzane and his quest for pussy, the better off we'll all be. I guess, I don't know. How is this two Sogos thing going to go? Is God going to interfere at the... Because I wonder how much God is going to interfere in these proceedings. Because it's God. God could get in there like, yo, Sogo could two-way God and be like, yo, God, hook me up, bro. And it's like, no. And I just wonder, how involved is God gonna get? Like, anybody got the Twilight Chronicle for some spoilers? Because again, Koda's interference sat up here and threw off the Twilight Chronicle, dog. Like, the Lord didn't have the answers. Because you want to know why Lord didn't have the answers? Because God changed the fucking text. And I'm just like, damn. That's some of my best work. Why didn't Lord have the answers? Because God changed the text on your ass. And it's just like, that's savage. No, seriously, that's savage as fuck. But look, this was a wonderful episode. I'm like, as anything, like mainly, for real, just like on some Richard, I appreciated the interaction between Gay-Z and Kaito because that's what you need right now. And it's like, I really think as the show goes on and we introduce more writers, you are going to get more moments where either OG Young Sogo or Gay-Z are going to sit up here and have those moments looking across from a legend and be like, yeah, I'm feeling you. And that was the thing where Kaito sat up here on that real shit. Like, dude, I sense that hesitation in you, pimp. And it's like, the thing is that when Kaito said that to Gaze, it wasn't like he was talking about him, but it's like there's an alternate Kaito that understands and know what that hesitation means. What it means to take out your friend, because we talking about a man who was willing to sacrifice anything and everything to become a god and ultimately fell short. So, again, when you have that kind of person that Kaito Kumon is looking across from a Gaze Mizukona, and it's like, I'm with you. And it's like, it's good that we get to have these moments, because these are moments where our characters grow, where we grow from understanding, and then is it really growth for a legend if they just gonna forget this once we undo all of this? I don't know, but growth is growth. You take it where you can. Regardless, though. Wait, hold up. Cause see, now I gotta get together. Got him. Kamen Rider G.O. episode number 11. Zeon Parade 2018 in the books. Yo. I am the one of the young triple G.O.D, aka Yo Uncle Triple, live right here on Team GRF TV. Putting a lot of work today. Like, yo, you want to know about my thoughts about Survivor Series? We got that. If you want to sit up here and see what's good with that Smash Me and Jay, we got you. If you want to know the state of your damn video games when it comes to and in relation of Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Scott, we got that. And of course, I got this here work and more work coming, because that's what we do. So, you know what to do. Y'all know what the figures is. Sit back, relax, and stay tuned. You know we right here at Team GRF got what you need and more of it and then some, and we will indeed have that for you after these commercial messages. Yeah, damn it, still the best evil laugh in the business, bitch! More show after these commercial messages.